Oh, hello. So I spent the weekend in Vancouver, Canada. After arriving at the train station, then a short walk to take the SkyTrain into downtown. It was plenty cold and wet, but I guess I shouldn't have expected anything else coming at the end of winter. Here is the view from my hotel room. Even with it being a dreary day, I would still say it's not too shabby of a view. But I'm definitely not going to let crappy weather stop me from having a look around. So let's go have an outdoor shower. Holy moly, it's a church in downtown Vancouver. Here is St. Andrew's Wesley United Church, which was opened in 1933. And directly across the street is First Baptist Church, which is even older, completed in 1911. A lot of the Canadian accent is similar to the American accent, but they definitely do have some unique parts to their accent, and some of their spelling of words are similar to British style as well, such as ending their words in R-E, eh? Now I've never personally understood that, because to me, that goes against the English language. If I wrote down R-E and E-R for you and told you to pronounce them, you would pronounce R-E as re and E-R as but somehow they spell theater and center and many other words backwards. To me, that should say theatre and century. But what the heck, to each their own, I suppose. But that has never made any sense to me anyway. I suppose if I lived here, I'd have to pronounce my name Gerg, and Gerg the Great just doesn't sound that great to me. Now, one of the most popular eateries in Canada is a place called Tim Hortons. They are all over the place. They basically mostly sell coffee and donuts and some breakfast sandwiches, things like that. But if you're in Canada, you won't be able to help but to see them. They are everywhere. And Canada definitely has a lot more charges and extra taxes. Here you can see on the screen they're charging me 10 cents for a deposit and 5 cents for recycling. I'm not sure what all that entails, but they also charge you if you want a bag, even at a restaurant. Anywho, moving on. Let's enjoy some of these great views from the Burrard Street Bridge. You've got a lot of options of things to do well in Vancouver. You could do drugs, but as for me, I choose to eat. Other than maple, I'd say poutine is Canada's food. Poutine is everywhere. This one is called mean poutine. Even McDonald's and Costco have it here. Poutine is basically fries with gravy and cheese on top, and sometimes other toppings as well. It makes me wonder if an immigrant named Vladimir has ever opened a poutine shop and called it Vladimir Poutine. Some people might get it mistaken, but he could always just tell them, "Leave me alone, eh?" Some people might call it a piece of art. Others might say pieces of art are in the Vancouver Art Gallery, seen here. Now that the weather is cooperating a bit, let's head over to the downtown waterfront. You can see Canada Place, Welcome, and the Welcome Center. Near this area is also where they held the 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics opening ceremony. Now, I didn't have a ton of time on this trip. Plus, the weather was crappy for a good part of it, so I didn't go to two of Vancouver's biggest sites that I've been to previously. Grouse Mountain, which has some beautiful views of the city. You take a gondola or cable car, whatever you want to call it, up the mountain. And the Capilano suspension bridge, which is a really cool old wooden bridge from the 1800s that is suspended up in a forest of trees. I'll be back again, and I'll get those on video. But I did get to visit a number of the better sites in Vancouver, such as Granville Island Public Market. And probably the most popular tourist spot in Vancouver, Stanley Park. Stanley Park is Vancouver's first and largest park, as well as its most popular. It's a huge 1,001-acre park with tons of trails and great views of the surrounding water and downtown Vancouver, as well as beaches, the Lions Gate Suspension Bridge, Canada's largest aquarium, and lots more. The Stanley Park totem poles, known as the First Nation totem poles, represent a number of the local tribes from the area. We're coming up now on the Lions Gate Bridge, which has stood here since 1938. Still to this day, it is the longest suspension bridge in Western Canada. It's a beautiful park, no doubt. Now I'm heading over to the Queen Elizabeth Theater to see the American comedian Jerry Seinfeld. Now this area of town is called Gastown, and by the name you would think it doesn't smell too nice, but I much preferred it over the area with the drug addicts. The most popular attraction in this part of town is the steam clock, powered by a steam engine, and every 15 minutes it plays, I guess you would call it music. We'll look around in this souvenir shop for a few minutes, and then go back out to hear it do its thing. They've got maple everything. Here's some little miniatures of the Stanley Park totem poles. They sell lots of miniatures of the steam clock, but I personally thought they were missing out on a great chance to make the steam clock neti pot. Now let's go out and see it, or hear it do its thing. It plays some kind of remnants of a song, I guess, but honestly, it sounds more like me trying to play the recorder in 3rd grade. Well, I'm sure it's beautiful on the inside. Now, how about ending the day with a little ferry ride over to North Vancouver, huh? Well, that's all for this trip. It's time to head back home. I don't want to stir the pot, but I do want to make one thing clear. This trip was definitely not a catastrophe, and if this video goes viral, be sure to wake me up when I'm famous, eh?